Sports Unplugged. We're back. Remember, follow us at Sports Unplugged on Twitter, at Leon Rogers, at Big Mad, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And subscribe to us, Sports Unplugged 312 on YouTube. And check out the latest video cast and previous ones we've done. NFL draft took place. A lot of surprises, a lot of embarrassing. Hats off to Geno Smith. I swear ESPN asked him to come back.
Just because?
Because I know dude was like, nah, man, I ain't coming back, dog. I sat there. You know he fired his agent.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. But to me,
I don't know what he fired his agent for. Everybody
agent,
told him that he wasn't going to make it.
If he didn't, well, it was said that if he didn't go in the first 5, he would probably drop because nobody else needed a quarterback. And once them offensive linemen ran off the board like that, well, I would have got up and went home then because you knew you weren't getting picked. Now,
well, actually, no. Let's be honest. When E.J. Manuel went, you're like, wait, what?
But they had said that if anybody could go before Geno, it would have been E.J. Manuel because everybody loved his size. They loved the way he threw the deep ball. Yeah, he would be a work in progress, but, you know, I actually think going to Buffalo is terrible for him because he has nobody to sit behind and learn anything. He's going to get thrown into the fire, and Buffalo is like trash. So he might be. Now, I do like Geno Smith's situation. He can compete for the starting job with the Jets, and even if he loses, he can sit behind someone. But, well, no, now that I take that back, he might be going into a bad situation too. Because they have no outside receivers. They have no weapons.
They still have no weapons.
Sean Green is gone.
How do you, as the Jets, even think about not drafting a receiver?
They draft all defense. They drafted.
Jeez, man. You better do something in free agencies.
They just want to go.
I don't know how many people want to be in a Jet right now,
but circus. Tim Tebow's out of there. He can start the Tim Tebow Christian Ministries. Look, if you're listening to me right now, Tim, this is the perfect time for you to start the Tim Tebow Christian Ministries.
TTCM?
Boy, there it is. It could be part of the PTL network. He will put Joel Osteen to shame. Tim Tebow, let me tell you this is how it works.
Okay.
Dun, 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 it's time for the Tim Tebow Ministry. Dun, 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 dun. And now here he is, Tim Tebow. Some offensive linemen run out dressed in all white pads and helmets with like angel wings, and then they get out information like they about to snap the ball. Tim Tebow comes out behind him, and he points to the side, but he's like in an all-white suit. And then he gets underneath the center. The center hikes. It's a Bible, like a brown Bible made out of football leather.
Uh-huh.
And then he was like, the power is here if you want to receive it. No goal is unobtainable. It can be 4th and 1 or 4th and long. Just remember, you're going with God. And then he launches the Bible into the audience. And there's a black dude, maybe like a former receiver that then gave his life to Christ, like Michael Irvin.
Right.
He'll run out in an all-white suit, and he'll catch it in the middle. It's like all this is staged.
Right.
He'll catch it in the middle of like 3 dudes wearing red uniforms, black uniforms, representing the devil, trying to block his blessing. But he catches it, and then and he stands there, and fireworks go out, and then Tebow breaks down into the Tebow pose, and then they take that silhouette and boom, boost it up into the screen. Tim Tebow Ministries. We'll be right back. That's the opening. And then when you come back, Tim Tebow, hallelujah. He's standing there at the podium, 100,000 people in the arena in the football field. Make that money, man. Look at the number on the bottom of the screen. Ask yourself, are you just going to go for field goals in life?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to drive it down the field knowing that the Lord is your blocker, that the Lord is your receiver, that the Lord is your offensive coordinator? He has planned your life. You are destined to score, but how do you want to score? Do you want to score big? Because, see, the devil wants you to kick that field goal.
The devil?
The devil wants you to stop at the 30. The devil wants you to play conservative. My God, my owner, my general manager, my offensive coordinator is a gamble. He runs the spread because he's spreading bread. Man, let's get this. Tim, call me, man. Let's get it cracking.
All right, back to the draft.
And then when people
Oh
want,
God.
listen, no, but man, you gotta have vision, baby.
No, you're right. You're right. I see it.
When people get baptized, they don't dunk them in the pool. They get the holy Gatorade
And
fly. You having fun? Oh, let's get this money, T-Bone. Let's get it, cause he's done. He's not on his shot. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Everyone calling them trying to see. Can you want to switch to tight end? No.
If I'm, and you know what, and I'm, Tebow obviously must come from money where they don't need no bread, because I like the fact that he's like, I want to play quarterback, man. You know, maybe he can go to Canada. He done here though. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Even with injuries or whatever, it's a wrap. Because my thing is this, and I know he kind of looked like, wow, look at all the success people were having with the read option. You're not as fast as either one of those guys that's running. Russell Wilson,
and you can't
RG3,
throw and you cannot throw the ball.
You're not faster than Andrew Luck.
And you cannot throw the ball like they can
throw
it.
So that's how they keep people honest. But he's done. And a good guy. And you know what? Shame on the Jets for letting him hang around as long as
and doing like I mean,
they could have been let him go. You knew you weren't going to use.
I'm trying to figure out who wanted him there. Who was it? Just the GM? Was it the owner?
I guess
it wasn't. I'm telling you, it wasn't Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan didn't want him there.
He'd be a common influence on a chaotic ass locker room.
That was the dumbest idea.
I'd have let him stay in Denver and back up
Peyton Manning.
Nah, but first of all, you made the mistake when Goofball drafted him in the first round. He's the offensive coordinator for Denver.
Josh McDaniel.
He was like, "Oh, I can work with him." Yeah, nah, dude. I feel sorry for Tim, and the Jets didn't really do anything to address. I like what the Rams did. I love what the Rams did. They picked up Tavon Austin, the guy who I told you that was my man crush. Whereas I wish the Bears could have gotten him. He went number 8, and then they got his partner in crime who went in round 3, Stedman Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam Bradford gets weapons to throw to now. He picked up Alec Ogletree from Atlanta, linebacker, and then he got a hard-hitting safety, T.J. McDonald, and offensive lineman Barrett Jones from Alabama. I'm
gonna be honest with you. I wasn't really paying attention to this draft too much this year.
I did.
I knew there would be a lot of linemen and people I really didn't know. Or I really didn't pay attention to in
Baltimore
college.
Ravens did good.
I think the Steelers did great getting.
Steelers did good.
They
filled needs.
I was like, you got Jarvis Jones?
They filled needs.
I was like, that's impressive.
They filled needs.
So you got Jarvis Jones that's going to the Steelers. I think that's damn near unfair. I don't think the Steelers should get players like that. They need to find.
Cincinnati Bengals did well.
The Bears. Let's talk about the Bears.
Let's talk about the Bears. The Bears. I'm not going to say their draft was bad.
I'm gonna tell you. Let's talk about their first round pick. How long? What the hell were y'all thinking?
Well, who else were they gonna get? You still have to dress the offensive line.
You could have got.
You went out and got those free agent guys. Does not mean you still need depth. You still need a competition.
Give me the boy. Give me Floyd from Florida. Give me that defensive tackle. That defensive tackle that was at one time highly rated.
They got a defensive tackle. They still went down.
Henry Melton. Oh, down that.
Yeah, they still went and got one. And the guy that they got, from what I heard, if he keeps his head on, they say he could be the next John Randall. And John Randall was a goon.
I understand. I understand that. I hear you. But they're saying that the Bears could have gotten him in the second, third round. That's what they're talking about. I know it's Howie Long's son, Chris Long's brother. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't even start most of the time.
That's what they're saying. I think he would have been off the board.
My thing is, he didn't even start most of his games in Oregon.
But here's what I like. This is why I'm not mad at the pick. First of all,
they said he's a work in progress,
and he comes from a football family.
Yeah.
Listen, his dad was a great lineman. His brother's doing his thing in Miami and
St. Louis.
But where's the other one? The offensive tackle guy was in Miami, right?
No, that's not a relative.
He's not a relative. I thought he was.
No. You talking about Jake, right?
It's Jake.
Mr. Long, the one with the bad arms now.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No, he ain't related. Went to Michigan. He ain't related.
Okay.
He ain't related. Yeah.
I could have swore. I thought they were. I heard him. Well.
No.
Well, anyway,
it's just Chris. It's just Chris.
Chris is a defense. But I'm just saying he comes from a football family.
Yeah.
And very seldom when you get guys from football family, they don't have a bad work ethic. They like whose dad played, and then they got brothers. They don't have a bad work ethic unless you're Marcus Vick. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, who else were the Bears gonna get in that first round that you would just like, wow, this guy's gonna
change it, right?
I think they had if I would give they draft a grade, I'd give it a B- C+.
That's not good.
First of all, yeah, but they didn't have a lot of picks. You didn't pick in the third round.
Didn't pick in the fourth either.
You didn't pick in the fourth. You traded back to the fifth to drop down to get somebody. They didn't have a lot of picks.
I like the linebacker pick from Florida.
He's a Bostic.
I would have gone.
I like the guy from Rutgers too.
I'd have gotten Floyd, man. Floyd was there, and Floyd got scooped up right by Minnesota right after us.
And then Cornelius Washington, that's his name. I couldn't think of his name. They say this guy could be a pass rushing great like John Randall if he keeps his head on. And the kid that they got in the 7th round, a receiver from Washington State, who was the most productive receiver on his team when he left. He had over 2,000, 3,000 yards receiving in 2 years. He left there. He walked away from the squad as a sophomore. So I like him too. 6'3", 190 pounds. Got to put a little weight on, but he's a guy who can stretch the field. All in all,
I like Landry Jones backing up Ben Roethlisberger. I like.
I do wish the Bears would have drafted a quarterback.
Yeah, I want someone behind Jake.
I don't believe in Enderly.
No. Who else? Matt Barkley going to Philadelphia was odd to me, but the way they're describing it is basically another form of the West Coast offense that he's altering for the NFL. So if it's the West Coast offense, Barkley might have a shot.
Yeah, but
might have a shot. I don't think Mr. Foley.
Michael Vick will be your starting quarterback.
No, he's gonna be starting.
And your backup will be
Foley.
No,
what's his name?
The kid from Oregon, Dennis Dixon. Will be backing
that's
up.
right. I forgot his ass was on the team.
Dennis Dixon will be backing up Michael Vick, as far as I see it. But I like Jordan Mills. I like the tackle that they got from Louisiana Tech. Big guy. Like, they needed depth on the offensive line. I feel like if the Bears solve their offensive line problems, you'll get to see Cutler really shine.
Oh, no, I understand that. But the thing
because he can't make any excuse about his weapons on the outside.
Over the last 5-6 years, we've drafted linemen probably 4 out of the 6.
And they've been bust.
So whenever the Bears select an offensive lineman, I'm underwhelmed because every single time they draft a lineman, they say it's supposed to be this, supposed to be that, and they end up being a bust. To me, that means there's somebody in the system that doesn't know how to coach offensive line.
Well, that could be that.
You cannot be telling me that you guys miss every time on an offensive line. That could be
the situation too now, man. You got a whole new coaching staff. Whole new philosophy.
Offensive guru.
I think Gabe Kareem is going to be the odd man out this year. I think he's gone.
Well, if he stays healthy, maybe they might teach him something. Who knows?
I don't know. I just like they put some depth at the offensive line. They addressed the linebacker issues, and then they got another receiver, Marcus Wilson. Even though he's a 7th-round guy, he might not even stick. But
we'll see what happens. I'm underwhelmed by the whole draft and all this year. Yeah. I was just like, eh. You felt when you were watching the Gruden QB camp, and I'm just like, eh.
And they had running backs.
Yeah, I was like, y'all
they
really
didn't have enough quarterbacks.
I was like, are we talking to linemen now? Oh, God, this is a weak draft right here for me. Great linemen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like the skill positions, let's be honest, we care about the skill positions.
That's why we care about quarterback, wide receiver,
running backs, cornerbacks, linebackers. Everything else, and when you have a draft filled with defensive linemen, defensive ends, defensive tackles, offensive linemen, I don't know these people.
When we come back, man,
I know Clowney, and he's not in this draft, so
he will be next year.
year.
Bears should tank the season, try to get him.
A man from Central Michigan was the #1 pick this year. I just didn't care, man. I was like, who? I've known about the fluky dude from or Fackel or what is his name? Jokel, yeah, I'm sorry. I known about that guy. I've known about that dude for months. Texas A&M, he's the guy.
Man, like a motherfucker from Central Michigan.
The dude from Central Michigan went number. I looked at my phone. Who?
What?
Jokel was like, who?
What? Geno Smith was like, really?
They're in the green room. Hey, who's this guy?
Hey, man, I'm not going to lie. When he put his head down and looked at his phone, I laughed. But I felt, my mom was like, "Oh, that's not." I was like, "Boy, it was funny." He was like, "Damn." Hey man, cancel the after party.
Right.
Because it's not happening. When we come back, man, we're going to close out with a little bit of boxing and MMA. Big fights over the last weekend. Chael Sonnen, Bones Jones.
This is all you.
And Floyd Mayweather.
I know about Floyd.
Guerrero, man. We're coming right back. Sports Unplugged.